because they're gonna torture you to the point that you're gonna say anything, because they do this all subconscious like torture that they make you not sleep.
This is hard to watch, man.
So at night, if you see the satellite photo of North Korea, it is literally the darkest place on earth. So I was seeing these lights coming from China.
That you can see the lights shining from another country.
You don't see North Korean de facto escaping from North Korea anymore. It's impossible to escape at this point.
You don't even hear about this in the news, man. You don't hear anything about this. Nothing at all.
So you were 13 when you and your family, was it you and your mother that escaped?
Yeah.
How did you get out?
So that hospital, right? Initially, my sister and I was gonna escape. But when North Koreans say when you are escaping, of course we don't have phones, we don't have a map, we don't know what's the outside world look like.
Right.
Luckily, I was living in this border town of North Korea by then. So at night, if you see the satellite photo of North Korea, it is literally the darkest place on earth.
Yes.
We don't have electricity. So I was seeing these lights coming from China. So I thought like if I go where the lights were, we would be finding some bowl of rice.
Bro, what? Imagine it being so dark where you're at, that you can see the lights shining from another country. That is insane. I can't even imagine that, just for a bowl of rice.
So at 16, my sister left with her friend, and she left me a note while I was in the hospital and got removing my appendix. And then as soon as I got out of the hospital, I found a note. And initially, my mom and I went to look for sister where she went. But when we found the lady, she told me that she could help me to go to China that day.
And so this was you and your mother, and you were 13 years old.
Yeah.
So how did you get across, and what was that experience like?
So I told my mom come with me to China, and my mom was like, father is like, my father was home, he was waiting. But the thing is that the tragic thing for North Korea is we cannot even say goodbye to our loved ones. So if we got caught on the journey, and if my father knew that we were escaping, he's gonna be punished so much. So it's better off that he does not know that we are escaping for his own safety. Because they're going to torture you to the point that you're going to say anything. Because they do this all subconscious torture that they make you not sleep. In a single room, has no air, much air. If you put there for 40 days alone, you go crazy. You say whatever they ask you. So if he actually knew that we were escaping, it wouldn't good for him. He would be dead. So I told him, I'm like, you cannot tell father that we are escaping.
Wow. This is hard to watch, man. And what's crazy about this is, on my channel, I watch a lot of videos of young people, talking about the things they're dealing with in society and how it's so hard for them. They don't get a $100,000 paying job as soon as they graduate. Let's say their iPhone breaks down, the apps aren't loading fast enough, their Wi-Fi is too slow, this problem after this problem, the cafeteria to the $80,000 school they go to doesn't serve steak every day, Chipotle portions aren't big enough, just little issues that we think are big. And this girl was talking about when she was 13, she had to flee her home country because she couldn't even say goodbye to her father, because if she did, they would torture him for 40 days minimum. This is hard to watch, man. I'm not going to lie, because in my country or in America where we're from, you think that what you're going through is the biggest problem on earth. Like, it can't get any worse, when in reality, you live in the promised land. You live in the promised land. Just crazy.
So that day we climbed up this several mountains, and then we went to the riverside. But she had a connection with the guards.
Why did you not bring him with you?
Because he's a man and he was sick. And somehow she said only women can go.
Only women can go.
I did not know what she meant by that. She's like, you should just go with your mom. And don't even tell those people that's your mom. She said like you are like 18 or something, and my mom was something 30. So she told me that our age was different.
So, and this would somehow or another help you when you were going across?
Yeah.
How would that help you?
I don't know. All she told me was this is gonna be helpful, and
Well, part of the issue is in China, there's a disproportionate number of men in comparison to women.
yeah,
And so they want as many women to come across as that are of legal age, like women that can be married or can, right? Is that the idea behind it?
it's a smuggling. So like you got it right. Because of one child policy,
Right.
a lot of girls got aborted in China. So they kept the boys. Now
So there's many, many men that have no chance of ever finding a woman because there are no women.
yeah, over 30 million men in the rural areas cannot find wives. So
30 million.
over 30 million, and its number gonna keep going up right now. So that's a big problem for Chinese regime. But the thing is, even that, they don't allow North Korean women to stay there. They catch us, and they send us back to North Korea. Last month, China repatriated 50 North Korean defectors back to North Korea. It's sending them Auschwitz. Literally, they are sending them to death camp. But the Chinese regime still do catch us and send us back because they think we are posing a threat to the regime. And they
This is terrible, man. This is terrible, man. This is really hard for me to watch. Because this is a 13-year-old girl who's going through all this. When she's literally and figuratively climbing mountains for her freedom. And when I do these type of videos, I don't do it to expose anything or to paint a negative light on her life or see or even paint a negative light on her culture necessarily. I'm just doing it to bring awareness to how great America really is. Because all you see online, all you see in young people is talking about the trials and tribulations they think they're going through. I'd even argue young people don't even go through as many trials as their parents went through. Their parents, who are still more grateful than them, work harder than them, had a harder upbringing than them. Now they're raising kids, or they see a generation of young people who are not only ungrateful, they're lazy, they're entitled, they think they know everything, they're condescending, and they're pretentious all in one, and they're slightly delusional to what it even means to be a young person from another country. You have a golden age of young people in America where you can literally do anything you want now. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to say anything to you. And you're still complaining. They need to watch this video, man. If you know any people like that, send them this video.
They don't want the regime to collapse. So they are catching all the defectors. But the human traffickers seize the opportunity here because we are so vulnerable, right? We are running away from Chinese authority. So even they rape us and kill us, the last place that we are going to go is going to police and then report on them.
Why did they think that women coming over from North Korea are going to somehow or another collapse the empire?
Because that's what Kim Jong-un believes. He thinks they're going to collapse through the defectors. So after Kim Jong-un came into power, the country cannot afford the electricity. Probably electrify the fence the entire border. Not only that, putting the machine guns with the guards, have a shoot to kill order. Whoever crosses, they don't even bother to ask you stop. They just shoot you right there. And not only that, he buried the landmines on top of that.
So there's electric fence, and then there's guards shooting to kill, and then past that there's landmines.
Yeah. Entire country became a concentration camp. Entire country.
God.
When did they start putting the landmines in?
A few years ago.
So this is after you had already escaped.
Yeah. Now there's you don't see North Korean defectors escaping from North Korea anymore. It's impossible to escape at this point.
Catch new.
Wow. 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 And you don't even hear about this in the news, man. You don't hear anything about this. Nothing at all. If you have any suggestions, comment down below. This is crazy. But it's LFR Jojo, and I'll see y'all on the next one.